There's a fit of contemporary dance taking hold of Boston this week, from the esteemed Boston Ballet to a company of amateur dancers kicking it up in Copley Square. WGBH News arts editor is here. So is this a switch? I mean, or is this planned that everybody's doing at the same time?
It's just an interesting moment is what I think it is. And right now, Boston Ballet is really starting it off with their contemporary program called Pricked. And the second two dance pieces in this are, this is the first piece that you're seeing, which is DMJ. It's based on the composers, leading with Dvorak. The music is just so gorgeous here. And then the second piece is Cacti. And these are very, very different pieces of contemporary dance here in Boston. And I think what we're seeing happen is Mikko Nissinen, who's the artistic director of Boston Ballet, for a long time has been trying to get the company to this level where they can present contemporary dance, which is sharp and succinct and just beautiful on stage, and he does it beautifully here. And so I think that we've arrived at this moment where, of course, there are all these a lot of small contemporary dance companies in Boston, but our mainstay, Boston Ballet, this is the point I really feel at which they've arrived, because this program is just phenomenal from beginning to end.
Is there resistance to contemporary performance in ballet the same way there is at symphony?
I think there has been, but Mikko Nissinen, and we've talked about this a number of times over the years, he's tried to calibrate the audience for this, trotting it out slowly but surely. And what they've been finding is audiences, of course, still go in droves to the story ballets, your Swan Lake and Sleeping Beauty, but now they've come to appreciate whatever Boston Ballet is going to bring next in these new programs, which are just so different and adventurous, but as I just pointed out, very, very well executed at this point. So he's gotten the audience is used to it.
All right, so across town, there's something else completely different going on. Decidedly non-professional dancers also performing contemporary pieces. Describe that.
This is a piece called La Grande Continental, and you know, in the way that dance can bring people together in a community and appreciate contemporary dance, this is presented by Celebrity Series, and it started out in Montreal, and it's been performed in a number of U.S. cities across the country and in Mexico. And basically, what they've done is they signed up a bunch of dancers, more than 100, last winter in January or February. And they've had these people commit to 2 dance rehearsals a week. So everybody that you're seeing here, and this is from other cities, this is not who you'll see in Boston, but everybody has committed to these rehearsals to learn this dance. And this is so fascinating for the way that the arts and dance can bring people together. And so we'll see this staged 3 times over Copley Square. And I
love it.
It's a 30-minute piece with a whole mashup of music.
I mean, is everybody with the program? Is everybody up to speed? Or do they look like professional dancers? Or does it not matter?
Hopefully they are now by the time that this comes up this weekend. But they all were under the tutelage of Sylvain Emard, who is the choreographer who designed all this. I caught a recent rehearsal of this. This is over at the Reggie Lewis Athletic Center. And you've got everybody coming together. You know, I think the ages are 9 to 75. It's crazy that who they've brought together in this rehearsal piece. But these are people who really had to commit. And as they told me over during this rehearsal, it's the power of art, bringing people together. In fact, I talked to their choreographer, Sylvain Emard, about how they were able to bring everybody up to speed, because he does treat this as professional dance.
People want to be part of something. They want to feel part of a community, and through art is even better, because you know they're learning things, and they're making friends, they're bonding, and they realize that they can do something different.
All volunteers?
They're all volunteering.
God love them. All right. So you got something tomorrow. What do you got?
Tomorrow night we'll be talking about Susan Sontag. Of course, lots of connections to Boston. There's a new show that's fantastic, and we'll talk to people who even knew her here in Boston.
All right, Jared Bowen, thank you as always.